Alright, I made a video about this earlier in the week, but someone made a comment that I was speaking too low. I was speaking low because I didn't want to wake my grandma, so I decided to delete it and start all over. This is essentially a video response to somebody. I can't remember what the person's name was, but he made a video speaking about TNA going back to Thursdays, and a lot of his points I agree with TNA using a lot of money with the advertisements and not advertisements and the superstars and with the going live. It is simple fucking math. Some of the TNA fans need to shut the fuck up. I'm a fan of both WWE and TNA, so please don't start saying, oh, he's a TNA hater, because I'm not. I love TNA, I like TNA just like I love WWE and I like WWE. Now, as far as ratings, yeah, they were getting their ass kicked, but as far as opinion wise, man, I know people who are WWE fans who never, heard of TNA, and I showed them, a couple things in TNA, and they thought that some weeks TNA were better than WWE. And that's my opinion. That's the opinion that's shared among my friends. Some weeks TNA was better, some weeks WWE was better. But as far as ratings went, yeah, TNA was getting their asses whipped. And I don't call this a retreat. I don't call it TNA running with their tail between their legs. I call it, TNA realizing that Mondays isn't for them, so they went back, and I don't necessarily call it a retreat, because I honestly believe that TNA will be back on Monday nights. I honestly believe that TNA will be back on Monday nights, just not right now, in the future maybe, but not like anytime soon, in the future when they get their shit together, like, writing stuff together, bringing in some more talent, some new talent. And I do agree with you with the world title situation against Rob Van Dam. That match was a complete clusterfuck to the end. Treating Desmond Wolf like he was a jobber, that was some bullshit. Personally, I voted for Jeff Hardy, but Desmond got the shot, and I felt that the fans voted for Desmond, so they wanted an actual match, not no bullshit like 3-minute type match. An actual match, an actual championship caliber match. And I don't think they really cared that much if Rob Van Dam retained. But if it was a good match, then people were going home sort of satisfactory, happy that their vote came maybe close to winning the world title, not treated like he was a grade A piece of shit, because Desmond Wolf can get it done in that ring. But I don't treat TNA as going to Thursdays as a retreat. I treat it as going back to Thursdays, going back to where they were doing better, to get ready for when they come back to Monday. So the way you make it seem is like you hate TNA. The way you make it seem is like you hate TNA. You're calling TNA, a piece of shit. Like, TNA, fuck you. You're a piece of ass. Fuck you. And I did support TNA, but I wasn't talking shit, because I knew that they were gonna have to step up the game a lot if they're gonna beat Raw in ratings. And like I said before, I'm a fan of both. I've been watching WWE before I watched TNA. I can't even go back to when I started watching WWE. I was like that freaking little. But it's just, I really have to ask you a question. Do you hate TNA? If not, then why do you like the way you talk about them? Why do you talk about them like they're a grade A piece of shit? Like they're nothing. And I respect your opinion, and I agree with a lot of things you said, especially with the simple fucking math, with the money stuff. That is legit shit. And I do agree that some of the TNA fans kind of do need to shut the fuck up and stop making excuses. I mean, I wasn't making excuses when Impact was doing bad, and why should they? You know, they make TNA fans in general look bad because then people will look at us and say, "Oh, that's how all TNA fans are." And when, a matter of fact, some TNA fans are WWE fans, are fans of both. And I feel that with the move to Thursdays, it gives us an opportunity to watch both rather than having to pick one or the over the other, or having a channel switch. Now, channel switching is a pain in the ass. Trust me, I've tried it. It doesn't work. Um, was there something else I wanted to talk about? With this. Oh yeah, and you say it wasn't really a war. You say it's not really a war. Um, I personally thought that it was a war because some weeks TNA was better, some weeks WWE was better, but you know the ratings, you know, didn't seem like it, and you know sometimes I felt that the ratings were kind of shit. Sometimes I felt like the ratings were appropriate, but in general, this is kind of gonna look bad for TNA because people are gonna look at them like nothing. Um, but I want to know, do you hate TNA? That's the main thing I want to get out there. Like, do you legitimately hate TNA, and if so, why? Just why? You know, it's like, you know, you don't care for TNA like because it's a young company. Because I tell you what, you know, with the proper timing and the proper staff and the proper everything, TNA could one day get to that level. It could be a level playing field one day. Because right now, TNA's here WWE is like all the way up here. But I think one day TNA could get to that level playing field. One day it could happen. But WWE, you know, wins the quote unquote war. Um, you know, ratings wise, but as far as week wise, I think it went back and forth. It juggled between WWE and TNA. But yeah, I just wanted to get my opinion out. Um, this is a message to my 2 subscribers. Um, the video that I intend to make is I'm gonna make that Monday when I get to my laptop because there's a new video making program that I want to try out, see if it helps the quality of my videos. Because right now I'm just doing it on a simple video. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna explain all that in the next video. All right. See ya.